I want you to type your industry into ChatGPT. Just what's the best and then say your industry. Does your brand even appear? For most businesses, the answer is no. Try it and comment below if you show up. I want to see how many of you actually make the cut. Because here's what's really going on. AI is quietly changing how people find information. Instead of clicking through 10 blue links in Google, people are getting the answer directly in the SERP. They're going to ChatGPT, Perplexity, AI overviews, and they're getting their answers. Let's test it. What's the best CRM software? Now, which marketing tools are worth it for customer management? The same brands appear again and again and again, even though we ask completely different questions. That's how AI search works. It keeps surfacing a handful of trusted sources, and if your company isn't one of them, you're invisible in this new search ecosystem. According to Gartner, by 2026, 25% of traditional search traffic is supposed to disappear and get replaced by AI-generated answers. Traditional SEO still matters, but it doesn't guarantee visibility anymore. So today, I'm walking you through Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO, a 7-step system that helps AI engines start citing your business, understanding your business, and articulating you as the solution instead of your competitors. And if you want to see what this shift looks like in action, HubSpot has a free guide that breaks down the early signs of AI-powered search and how to get ahead of it. I'll link it below so you can grab it before you start on your GEO audit. All right, let's get into it. Step 1, audit. You have to find out where you stand. Before you can optimize for AI, you need to know where you're actually showing up. Here's what I want you to do. Take your top 10 money keywords, and I want you to ask AI the same way that your customers would. For example, if your keyword is marketing automation, try a question like, what's the best marketing automation software? Or how do I choose the best marketing automation tool? You want to test these in ChatGPT and Perplexity or Google AI overviews. And when you do this, make sure that you are using a private setting so it's not biased to answer how you would think. Does your brand appear? Which competitors are showing up instead? Which sources are the AI tools citing? You can also tap into tools like Profound or AirOps to give you a sense of where they're going to get this data, this information. You'll see the same pattern over and over again. Maybe it's G2, maybe it's Reddit, maybe it's comparison pages that dominate these answers. This isn't a coincidence, folks. There was a study done by Audit which found that only a small fraction of the top ranking Google pages actually appear in AI. In other words, what's winning in SEO today isn't automatically winning in AI search. So pattern recognition is key. Understanding the way to structure your content with data-rich, recently updated content is absolutely important. So take a screenshot of some of those results, put them in a saved folder, and monitor them time and time again. Now that you know where to stand, the next step is simple. You need to make your content easier for the AI to understand and, of course, cite. So step 2, restructuring. You need to write for how AI reads. AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity are built to summarize huge amounts of text fast. And that means they don't reward the mystery and the fluff. They reward content that's clear, structured, and gives direct answers up front. So you need to start your top performing blog posts and landing pages with insights that align with the prompts that your customers and your audience would be asking the LLM. Think of this as the 3-layer system for generative engine optimization. Start each page with a short answer explaining why it matters and back it up with data and examples. This gives you authority. Here's a quick example. Before we had a long intro, story, and then the answer. After, you'll see the answer first and story second. When you flip that order, AI instantly knows what your page is all about, and it can cite it with confidence. But here's another layer that most people miss. You need to make sure you're using the exact language that people type into AI or say to their AI. When you're restructuring, think about the modifiers that people use inside of an AI prompt. The same buying stage phrases that worked in SEO like best, top, easy to use, cheap are the phrases that users are using when they're leveraging ChatGPT or Perplexity. These are your bottom of funnel prompt modifiers. Here's a few examples. Best solution, top product, cheapest category, easy to use tools. So make sure you have content like listicles and comparison pages that use these phrases. And yes, I know it might feel a little bit cringe to put yourself as number 1 on the best XYZ software list, but guess what? AI doesn't care. It just sees structured, trustworthy data, and then it cites it. And that is your strategic visibility. When you combine answer first structured with bottom of funnel modifiers, you're giving the AI exactly what it needs to feature your brand. So once your content is structured and it's visible, the next question is, why would AI choose to cite you over someone else? Let's dive into it. Step 3, authority. You want to build signals that AI trusts. You need to make AI trust you enough to cite your content. Let's start with schema markup, your content's digital ID card. Schema helps AI understand who wrote it, when it was published, and who it belongs to. You should also tap into metadata as well. You can use a free tool like Google Structured Data Markup Helper to make this really easy. Select a data type such as articles or questions and answer page, then paste your HTML source or public URL into the tool and click Start Tagging. Highlight your headline and mark it as the title, author name as author, publish date as date published, and your main article text as article body. For FAQs, highlight each question and tag them properly. Click Create HTML to generate the JSON LD markup. Copy the code and paste the header section of your page. Then you want to test your markup. Use Google's rich results test to confirm that it's valid and see how it appears in the search results. If you've done this, congrats. You're already ahead of 90% of the sites still guessing how AI reads their content. Next, build external validation. You want to get your website listed where AI is already looking to for credibility, whether it's Reddit, YouTube, Capterra, Trustpilot, Yelp. These review sites and UGC sites are AI's reference library. Publish original research is also a great way to establish authority. BuzzSumo found that research earns 3 times more citations than other content. Even small surveys or benchmark reports can help you have more recurring mentions in the citations. Finally, don't be afraid of reaching out to reporters and journalists to get you published in third parties, whether that's through affiliate marketing or simply using a tool like Haro. This is a great way for you to establish credibility, to show that you're verified, that you're credible, and that you can be trusted. Now, up to now, you've made your content very trustworthy. You've made it structured. Now it's time to make sure AI actually finds it. But first, if you're still watching, you're officially in the top 1% of marketers who care about future-proofing their work. So comment below, still here, because I want to know what type of people start what they finish. Step 4, get technical. Optimize for AI crawlers. Think of this as your website's infrastructure checkup. The same principles as SEO, but turned into AI discovery oriented. If AI can reach your content faster, it's going to recommend you faster. Start with a quick technical checkup because even though AI discovery feels new, the fundamentals are still key. Here's a simple checklist that you can run through. First, speed. Your site should load in under 2 seconds. Structure. Make sure your layout's mobile friendly, your headers are in order, and your URLs are clean. Signals. Add schema markup in alt text so AI and accessibility tools can actually read what's on your page. Next, leverage FAQ schema wherever it fits. Milestone research found that 60% of AI responses come from FAQ structured content, so make sure that you have these sections on your site and they're tagged correctly. A lot of folks also like to emphasize that content freshness is a key signal for AI models updating content regularly and can increase your chances of being cited. This came directly from Search Engine Land. Finally, test everything using Google's rich result test and the schema.org validator. If your schema is valid, then it's readable. When your site is technically sound and fast, you remove every barrier that exists between your content and the AI models being able to index it and use it as a part of their systems. Once your site is crawlable, let's build a system that scales everything that you've just done. Step 5. Workflows. Scale your GEO content production. This step is all about building a system that you can hand off to your team or your future self so every new piece follows the same winning formula. Here's your GEO content template. 1. Direct answers. Your headline needs to clearly state the main query that you're answering and keep it short and sweet. 2. A quick answer. With like 50 words or so, summarize the key takeaways up at the top of your piece. 3. Data visualization or a table. You want to incorporate that directly in your piece immediately after the intro. 4. A methodology section. You want to have a section that breaks down the methods, the analysis, and what you did to come up with the various insights shared on the page. 5. Provide a detailed analysis. You need to go above and beyond into the insights and takeaways that you are providing your reader. 6. An FAQ section with schema. Mark questions and answers very clearly for AI visibility. 7. The last updated date. You want to show the freshness on every page, show exactly when this piece just got updated. Once you've built a few of these, use this pre-publication checklist before you hit publish. Is there a direct answer in the first 50 words? Is data or a chart included within the first 200 words? Are there credible sources and citations made throughout? Are the author's credentials and schema visible, clickable, and very much accessible? Is it mobile friendly? Is the load time fast? Make sure that you use this template to turn every single post into a GEO ready asset that AI can understand, trust, and cite consistently. Build this workflow once and you'll scale AI visibility on autopilot. Now, let's make sure that your GEO-ready content is actually showing up where it matters the most. Step 6, tracking. Monitor your AI visibility. I want you to run a weekly visibility audit. Test your top 20 prompts across ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's AI overviews, and again, you can use tools like Profound or AirOps to make this smooth. Keep everything in a simple tracker like you see here. Log what you see. Was your brand mentioned? Which competitors showed up? Which sources did the AI cite? You'll start to see patterns fast. Which platforms cite you? Which skip you? And where competitors dominate. Once you have the data, use this GEO prioritization matrix. High value plus low AI visibility equals immediate priority. High traffic plus high visibility, maintain and update. Low traffic and high visibility means analyze why and adapt. The goal is to turn AI tracking into a habit because once you see the patterns, you can optimize faster any algorithm change. Once you've nailed these 6 steps, there's still room to grow. Let's dive into it. Step 7, advanced tactics. Go beyond the basics. Here are 4 tactical strategies that will help you push your brand above the competition in the AI answers. First, take a contrarian angle to your content. Instead of just writing the best tools, show people exactly why organizations switch and back it up with research and data. 2, real-time updates. Add a latest update sections on a regular basis. Actually create a system where you're constantly updating content 24 hours a day nonstop. 3, multi-platform authority. Republish snippets and insights to LinkedIn, to Reddit, to GitHub, to YouTube, to Quora. AI engines use these platforms to decide who to cite, and it uses comments to inform the responses in the LLM. 4, a Wikipedia strategy. You want to tap into Wikipedia because it is oftentimes being cited. It is one of AI's most trusted datasets, so a credible edit can have outsized impact. These tactics might take a bit more effort. They might even require more budget and scope, but they create long-term authority that AI recognizes and uses across platforms. Now, let's turn it into a 30-day action plan that you can follow and execute immediately. Week 1. Audit and test keywords. You're going to test your top 20 keywords across ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI overviews, etc. You want to note where your brand does and doesn't show up. Non-branded prompts are super important here. That's your starting point. Week 2. Restructure and schema optimization. Pick your top performing pages that are being cited and apply that 3-layer system. Then tag FAQs using schema so AI engines can read them clearly. Week 3. Build authority and technical setup. Publish new FAQ pages, refresh old data, make sure your author pages are up to date, fix any speed or mobile issues, submit your sitemap so AI and Google can recrawl them faster. Week 4. Workflow and tracking. Build your GEO content template and start your weekly tracking log. Every week, check to see which AI tools are citing your content or what other domains it's citing so you can reach out and collaborate with them. Stick with this for 30 days. You'll start seeing early signals of AI visibility, citations, mentions, and traffic from platforms that never existed in traditional SEO. The sooner you start, the sooner AI is going to start recognizing you as the authority. Folks, GEO isn't replacing SEO. It's the evolution of it. The brands winning aren't always the biggest. They're the ones that are adapting the fastest. If you want to start optimizing for how AI actually finds, cites information right now, then well done. You're already ahead of 90% of your competitors. If you want to go deeper, grab HubSpot's AEO Guide to Early Signals. It breaks down exactly how AI is pulling content across different industries. The link's in the description. And if this video helped you, make sure to hit that like and subscribe to this channel, HubSpot Marketing, for weekly walkthroughs, frameworks, and tutorials that are going to help your business stay ahead of the competition. I'm Ross Simmons. Thank you so much for listening.